Yerinden herkese merhabalar. İlk konuğumuz Galatasaray'ın unutulmaz futbolcularından Onyekuru. Onunla bir röportaj yapacağız. Bizim sormak istediklerimiz var. Sizin sormak istedikleriniz vardı. Şimdi onları kendisine soracağız. Henry, welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you for accept this interview. It's really important for us. Thanks again to attend. Now, I have some questions. Also, if you have, you can ask us because we are far away from you. If you want to hear something about Gala, we can answer that.
Okay.
Our first question is from your new team. And how is life going in Alfaya? We know that you have an injury, but the team seems to be going through some tough times. And also, Fatih Terim is now in the same league as you. Have you had a chance to meet him after his signing?
First, I would say, I got injured. It was ending of last season, and I've been trying to get back. I'm on therapy now, good therapy, and I'm training with the team now. And I did my rehab in Doha, in hospital. So now I'm good. I'm training with the team. I'm just getting set to join them for the game. And it has been tough for the team because we have just 3 or 4 foreign players, and I'm one of the important players playing the team. So we have some difficulties, but hopefully, as soon as I get back, everything will change for good. Yeah, I spoke to Fatih Terim on a call, on a video call, to welcome him to the league here in Saudi, and just to wish him good luck in his games and for the rest of the season. And hopefully, very soon we meet in 2 weeks. I'll play against him.
Can you play on there?
Yeah, I'll be ready by then. So I'll be ready to play against my father, the Imperator. I'm looking forward to it.
Great. Good luck for both of you.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, my second question for Galatasaray Times. You joined the club in different periods and became one of the names the fans will never forget, be sure. Can you tell us about place Galatasaray holds in your heart? And in connection to that, how was your relation with Fatih Terim? Just you called him father.
Yeah, okay. First, I will start with the club. The years I spent there, even from right from when I just arrived there, it's more like family there, not just not just football. One thing about Galatasaray is like family. When you're there, you're together. You're one big family, and you go into good and bad times, and they keep the head strong. They stay together. And I remember when I arrived in Galatasaray, I was very young. I was the youngest in the squad then. But I had a lot of helps from not just the players, from people like Madam Asli, Melt, a lot of them, the assistant coaches, everybody, they welcomed me. And my first friend there was Gomez, because when I arrived, I think Switzerland to meet them pre-season. First, I met Belanda in the club because then he just came back from the World Cup 2018. And when I got there, I met Gomez. He spoke to me, gave me some words of encouragement because I was very young. And always he asked me to sit close to him when we have breakfast, lunch. And I got used to them, and everything was so easy for me to adapt fast because of the love and the kindness they showed me when I just arrived. But then I didn't know how big was the fan base there, how they love football and everything. Because I was just coming back from a minor injury, and I went back to Everton for rehab. So one day I was in Lagos, Nigeria, and my agent told me we're going to Turkey. So I was like, okay, it's a good one. I know about Galatasaray, Besiktas, Fenerbahçe, Başakşehir, because I watched the league too. And we have some Nigerians who play there, the big clubs there, and we know about Turkish football. But to be honest, my first, I was coming to Turkey for Besiktas. And something crazy really happened. Fatih Terim was not just a coach, he was like was the father outside the field, and he knows what he wants. If you see your potential, he knows he go for it, and he will make sure he gets it. Yeah, so I remember I flew to Turkey, coming to Besiktas. And when I got to the airport, my agent said, "Okay, do you know Fatih Terim? He wants to see you. Let's just go, talk to him. You never know." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, And we drove from the airport with Melt and Shukru. I remember his name. We went to Floria, and I was there. He spoke to me, like a father, and I understood him very well. Like, from the first day, he told me about my game, my potential, what he needs, what I need to do, and how we can work. And that was my first approach. So when I heard from him, I had this confidence, like, okay, yes, we are going to make something happen very good. And I didn't regret signing for Galatasaray from the first day, because apart from the league, we won the cup, we won the first time. He helped me a lot, in terms of my game, how to improve. I had a lot of something missing then, but he helped me throughout my first year in Galatasaray. I was playing with Yuto Nagatomo, you can imagine, well experienced left back, and also Mariano. You know, so it was easy for me, and I adapt, and everything was going so good. And at the end of the day, we won the league, we won the cup, and it was never any stress or regret going to Galatasaray. And for the fans here, from when I got to Switzerland, I just noticed my Instagram page was growing, and I was surprised. I was like, "What's going on? This is Switzerland, not even Turkey." That was when Dunk told me about the fan base, gave me some advice, how to live in Istanbul, and also Muslera. He's a great guy, he's a legend there. I always follow his footsteps because he has been there longer than anyone else, and he knows in and outside of the club. So all this was very easy for me to adapt and to know where to stay and to be in a good way. So it was good. Everything was good. Yeah, the coach, Fatih Terim, assistants, everybody, the staff there, we are just family. There's nothing like, okay, you're the coach, you are the kids man. We are family, and that's one good thing in Galatasaray.
This story is the first time that I heard.
Yeah, that's the
You are
first time I'm saying it.
from the Besiktas. It's great. It's great. And nowadays there are famous sentence, the Floria's water. Everyone is speaking about that. Did you drink it?
Yeah, actually, I did. I was there for more than 3-4 years. Of course, I would try it one time.
It's great. It's great. Really great. And the one of the main question of mine, you scored the final goal in 3-1 victory against Fenerbahçe at Kadıköy. I want to ask that. What did you leave before this match? And when did you start believing that we would end this bad streaky?
Okay, this part from the first season when we went there, I scored the first goal. If you can remember, it was 1-0, and they equalized, and the game ended 1-1. From the first time I came to Galatasaray, Mr. Abdurrahim, he was the vice president then. He made a statement. He was like, "Henry, win Fenerbahce, I'm good. Don't worry about the league. Just win Fenerbahce, I'm good." So I was thinking, what is so important about this game? Because then I had no idea about the Kadikoy story, the 20 years. Looking back at the history of Galatasaray, they have great players, great victories, and great coaches as well, and the fans are so great. So why is it so difficult to win a game there in Kadiko for over 20 years? So I thought it was a joke. I was like, nah, it's not possible. It's not possible. Till when I saw Mr. Abdurrahim, and Muslera told me the same, because I asked Muslera, I was like, is it true? And that's why I didn't win. He was like, yeah, bro. Yeah. But everything will change from this season. I was like, okay. So when we got there, we were motivated to come back with the victory. It's football. We ended up playing 1-1. The equalizer wasn't a goal, but the best decisions are for the referees. So the second year, when we were going to play at Kadikoy, I remember we never stay in a hotel when we have a game in Istanbul. We always stay in Floria, After the training, Fatih Terim'in was like, okay, we stay in a hotel. I can't remember the name, but it's close to Zulu Center. I can't remember. We went to the hotel. I was very, very much motivated. I was praying, I was working hard, and everybody was motivated. We had a great team. We had people fighting. We want to win. Nobody wants to lose. We want to end it. And in my head, I was kind of nervous. I was nervous a little bit because I was the youngest then. And I was thinking, you know, with the spectators there, a lot of them screaming, saying a lot of, bad words to you and everything. But then I used the bad words to motivate myself. Like, okay, if we win here, it will be a bigger step for the club. So when we got to the stadium, I remember the one of the coach, Hassan Sachs, something like that.
Mhm.
He's a great guy, a great player. I remember um, every time when we play in Kadikoy, it's not a stress. His mentality is like he's playing with us. He's like a player. He goes to the bedroom. I remember going to the bedroom and I heard the noise, someone screaming like, hitting the door. I was like, is he okay? Then one of the coaches told me, yeah, when we play in Kadikoy, it's always like that. So yeah, when I saw him doing that, I got more nervous. I was more nervous, saying, "Oh my God, we need to win this game." Now I see the energy they bring to the team for us to win. He's a great player when he played for Galatasaray. Everybody know him. So when seeing him doing this, I got more motivated after being nervous. We went inside the pitch. I was nervous when I saw the spectators, but I wasn't scared because I knew I scored them last year here. So I was telling myself I can do the same. I can do the same. Just trust the team, trust the coaches' words. And I remember I missed a chance in the first minutes. I was going crazy, but Fatih Terim came to me and told me, "Hey, my boy, continue. You will score. You miss this, you will score. You have the chance. Go again." So this gave me a big boost. This was the word that motivated me on that day, that very minute, to do more. Because we know some other coaches will be angry, and I can see in the faces of the players like Henry, why you should have scored this goal. They didn't say it, but I can see it. And I remember I watched straight to Muslera, and he gave me a sign like, "Come on, you can do it." So for me, this was clear in my head, and I got motivated. And when we got inside the pitch, I remember they scored penalty first, and I became more nervous. Like, oh my God, I should have scored the first goal. Why? But I kept going. Dunk scored the first goal, which equalized the game 1-1. I remember Simi, the Ivory Coast guy, he gave me a difficult pass, but I felt I could catch the ball before the defender. I tried and I got a penalty, and Falcao, of course, experienced striker, there was no doubt he was going to score. And when he scored the goal, 2-1, yes, in my head, I was like, okay, this is my moment. They are tired. This is my moment. They are tired. I need to get a good ball just to push. And lucky for me, at the end of the game, Dunk made an incredible kick out, and the ball. I saw the ball when I was running. The ball was rolling from outside to inside of the field. So I used this opportunity to use the last strength to try to take the ball to get to Atai. And lucky for me, I scored the goal, and I was very happy. Everybody was happy. The fans. We all celebrated it in Floria. It was a great victory for the club. And a victory there for 20 years is something crazy. Yeah, but at the end of the day, we were happy, and we canceled the whole thing. It's so easy for us anytime.
Absolutely. So you know that Onyekuru'dan Koşu Var.
Onyekuru'dan Koşu Var.
Do you know it?
Yeah, I saw a lot of it. After this game, I remember I asked Coach Levens. I asked Coach Levens, what is the meaning of Onyekuru'ndan Koşu Var'ın? So he explained to me. We just laugh about it. We were happy. The week was fantastic for us.
Can you say again, Onyekuru'dan Koşu Var?
Onyekuru'dan Koşu Var'ın.
Great. And the tough times you said just a few minutes ago, you spent the pandemic at Galatasaray.
Yeah.
When it was really tough time for us. First, you had malaria in the starting of the year, I think, 2020.
Yeah, you're right.
And you had to left us because Monaco called you back when the league was still ongoing. And also, there's an unforgettable photo of you sitting across from Fatih Terim. Can you describe the attitudes of both Galatasaray and Monaco during that period and how the process unfolded?
To be honest, when I got the call from Monaco saying, "Okay, Henry, you have to come back," at first I thought it was a joke, because the season is still on, and every player have this objective of the season, and I felt then I wasn't completed yet. I needed to complete the job, and we were working on something, planning for the next game, and all of a sudden I got the call, and it was difficult also for the coach because he has his plan and everything. And I tried to stay, I did everything I could to stay, but it was also difficult for me because the club was about to give me a penalty or something. So I explained to the coach, she understood, and it was difficult to leave, but this is football. Both clubs didn't agree, so I had to go back because that's my club at the moment.
So it was really surprising for us, but there are contracts. And when come today, Osimhen, one of the Nigeria's most important footballers, is playing for Galatasaray. We know that Osimhen is your friend and that you talked him before his transfer. Have you spoken with Osimhen recently? And what are his thoughts about Gala? Do you think will he stay with us?
Yeah, we were together in Nigeria just a few weeks back, for Christmas and everything to see family. And even before then, I've been to Istanbul. We had a chat, eat together. I didn't mention if he was going to stay because maybe he has his plan. But I'm very sure he's happy there in Galatasaray because the fans love him. They are doing well, and he came from a difficult situation, and the family of Galatasaray showed him love, bring him to Istanbul, give him the love and the support, and he's scoring for them. He's playing well. I think to stay in Galatasaray will be in his decision and his club Napoli. But for me, I think he would love to stay. But the rest, depends on Napoli and his decision.
We hope he can stay.
I hope too.
And would you like to play at Galatasaray with him right now or near future?
Anytime. Right now, in the future, we've played together in the national team. He's a good striker, a top striker. He scores goals. He's fighting for the team. Everybody's seeing his strength, power he shows in the game. He wants to score. He wants to win, and I think that's the good mentality we all need in the team. Yeah, hopefully in the future.
And from Galatasaray to another Turkish team, I wanted to ask something. When you were playing at Adana Demirspor, you scored against Fenerbahçe, and you made four against their Fenerbahçe fans. I have to be honest, it was really great for us. Thank you again. But internally, what did you experience in Adana? Did you go through any challenging situations?
Football sometimes, can be, sometimes you don't understand football outside the game. I went to Adana because Belhanda spoke to me, Bade spoke to me. The club, they are building a good team. and they want to be in top 4, which was the objective. And I was like, okay, fine. I spoke to my wife. She was good with it. It's in Turkey, no problem. And everything was fine, It was going great. I had this feeling like, okay, there are some things there. There are some people there that are not professional. I understand, okay, they are parts of the team, but they are not professional. They don't understand the game of football, you know. And I try to keep it professional because I don't like to be in a fight with someone in the game because the game alone is difficult. So adding those things to it will make you lose focus. So everything was going fine till the game we played against Fenerbahçe, and we had a great game. We tried to come back, but like I said, the referee has his decision. We tried to come back. We did a good game with the coach there, Montella, very good coach. He's like a father too, a great coach. And after the game against Fenerbahce, I started having issues there. I don't know if some of the people in the club they are fans from Fenerbahce, or most of the supporters in Adana are fans of Fenerbahce. I can understand that, they love the club. Um, After when we played against Galatasaray, um, in the last minute of the first half, I had a chance to score and I shoot the ball to the post. And after shooting the ball to the post, Muslera said something funny to me. And I just, I looked at him and smiled. This is like a brother to me. I've played with him for like 4 years, I look at him and I smile, and I don't know, they brought out a picture saying I didn't want to score. I shoot the shot. I shoot the shot outside knowingly, and I was smiling. And at that point, I was really angry because um, how can you make this up? If you make this up, the fans will follow you to say the same thing. You should be the one. You should be the one telling them no. Onyekuru is trying for us. Is fighting from the first part of the season to now. And and I remember in the dressing room, we were greeting Muslera, me, Badu, we were just saying hi to our friends. And they started screaming at us like, go inside, go inside. How can you say hi? And I was like, this is football. It's 90 minutes, it's finished. These are my friends. We play together, we fight for the same thing for 4 years. And for me, this I cannot accept because this is not an academy, it's a professional club. You know, I'm being professional, he's being professional. So you cannot tell me who to say hi to and who not to say hi to. And this is not just a person, it's a person I played with for 4 years. You understand? So yeah, everything started going, backwards. After the game against Galatasaray, a lot of things changed there, not being paid. But I really didn't mind about not being paid. I just want to play and finish the season in a good way, and to arrive and to push the club to arrive in the top 4, which we try to do, and they qualify for the Conference League. And I believe it's a big thing for the city there in Adana to play in Conference League. They never dreamt of this before. You can imagine clubs playing Conference League. West Ham can come there to play. It's a good thing for the city and for the club too. But sometimes in football, when you work with people who are not professional and they don't really understand the game, they see the other side of football, like all about the money. You get this problem a lot. So that was what happened in Adana. I don't have any issues with them. Even when after the game against Gala, the fans they were booing me, I didn't react. I didn't react. I still kept my objective to arrive, to try to push the club to finish in a good side, which we did. And towards the end of the season, I was surprised. One day, the coach called me and told me he tried his best. He needs me in the team. He don't want to take me out, but there are some people ahead of him. And I understand the coach. He's the coach. He have people ahead of him who will tell him, okay, put Henry out, don't put him. And for me, it's okay because the coach explained to me, so I was fine. So right from that time, I was not playing in the team. They put me out, and I had just one goal to score to complete 10 goals. And if I score 10 goals, they have to pay Olympiacos something. So I understood everything. I was just calm. I know they don't want to pay this money, and I was calm and I stay out. I didn't say nothing on social media, nothing. I was out. I didn't complain about salary being paid, nothing. And yeah, that was it in Adana. Yeah.
Great. So you had a discussion with Murat Sancak on social media, and now we see the Adana's position. It's really clear what's going on over there.
It's football. If you don't take care of your players, if you don't make them happy, they are not going to give you 100%. It's so clear, What happened on social media? I was already in Saudi here, and one day I just woke up and I saw my friend sent me some videos of him, repeating himself about Muslera and Onyekuru. After 1 year, that really got me pissed, and I was so angry because is a person I respect. I respect him a lot, and because when I came, he tried to make me happy, give me everything, and for this part, I respect him and I'm grateful to him. But you coming back after 6 months to say the same thing for a player who doesn't play in your team anymore, that's not being professional. So I was angry and I made a statement, and you can see after the statement I make, it's so clear. The truth doesn't hide.
Anyway, I'm just my last question for Galatasaray. What do you think the Galatasaray percentage to win UEFA Cup this year?
The UEFA Cup is something different, it's a different kind of game and different kind of level. But I know the team, they have the level and they have the quality to win it, of course, and they are in a good way. The coach is doing a great job trying to manage the team to play and everything. We can see it; everything is going well there. But um, they've been doing good so far in the UEFA league. So let's just hope and see after the next round. But I'm very sure and I'm certain they will make a good game because they have good qualities there.
We hope again.
Hopefully.
Henry, thank you so much. It was a great interview for me. I wish you have a great career, and we are waiting you again at Istanbul. Do you want to say anything to Gala fans?
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for the love, the support. Hopefully we'll meet again and we'll do it again in Kadıköy.
Thank you so much.